on the lead lap. And we'll show you the rest of the field in just a moment. John Andretti, by the way, just black flagged. They came in and they tore the front end off the car and sent him back out there.
Yeah, the front bumper air dam was loose on it, waving in the breeze, and so he had to come in and get it taken off. So that cost John, he's now about 5 laps down.
NASCAR has told the Kenny Schrader team that he's slow enough that they would like for him to stay high and leave these guys, the front runners, the preferred line. Normally the slower cars go to the inside, but the inside here is such the preferred line.
There's Jeff Gordon coming up on the back bumper of Morgan Shepherd. Shepherd is between, or was between, Mark Martin and Gordon.
Shepherd is being shown 3 laps down, 18th position.
Bobby Hamilton up to 8th.
Ricky Rudd is 7th place, the tied for it, and right now Bobby Hamilton is 1.8 seconds behind Rudd. We'll keep a track on that and see if Hamilton is gaining. We'll see what 1.8 seconds is. About a straightaway.
That much, yeah.
Almost a straightaway.
They're about a half a lap behind the leader.
Now, folks, I mean, I realize that you think I'm just pumping the show up and what have you, but trust me, the 24 car is gaining on the 6.
Yes, that 1.8-second interval that we saw a little while ago is no longer. Yes.
It's nothing there right now. Jeff has been caught up in some traffic. I mean, Mark has been caught up in some traffic.
John Andretti be in that traffic, but meanwhile, Jeff Gordon is closed up right on the back bumper.
2 wins already for Jeff Gordon this year. He is 8th.
He's going to the lead.
Hey, he's got the lead.
Something's wrong with Mark.
Gordon goes back into the lead. Mark has led 155 laps so far, and as soon as our computers pick over, we'll tell you how many Jeff Gordon has led as he now adds to his total, being back at the front. He's led 107 laps. Now it's a 1.2-second separation between Rudd and Hamilton for 7th position as Bobby goes to the inside of Ward Burton. And Jerry, what is the story on Mark Martin?
I just spoke with Steve Bill, guys, and he says that the problem is not with us, it's with the 24 cars, that our laps are consistent, but the 24 car has gotten quicker and quicker each time by, and so he passes, and we haven't slowed down. He is speeding up.
Wow. That's pretty impressive, Ned.
It really is. Maybe he's just been sitting there not dominating this race like they've dominated the other races so that there wouldn't be all the heat on the Monte Carlo. I guess that's part of his strategy. But when the time comes to go, then go.
They can go. We can see now Rusty Wallace has just about caught Mark Martin.
Rusty, of course, is 3rd.
As Jeff Bodine between the 2 cars. Jeff goes up and Rusty Wallace goes underneath. And meanwhile, Dale Earnhardt is keeping up with Rusty Wallace. There's Darrell Walter, the 17 car. He's currently 6th. Ricky Rudd is 7th, so that means that Bobby Hamilton is gaining on both 6th and 7th.
Yeah, it's just a little over a half second now between Rudd and Hamilton. Brett Bodine's Woundy car there. Now it's just a matter of car lengths between Hamilton and Rudd.
And he's no longer a half a lap behind. I said a little bit ago he's half a lap behind. He's not quite a half a lap now, so he's even gaining on the lead.
And probably not getting the advantage of the traffic that the leader would be getting. The guys are probably not getting out of his way as quickly as they would Jeff Gordon's or Mark Martin.
Although the leaders are still in traffic. Here is that traffic.
Yeah, Jeff's trying to, well, he goes to the bottom side of Davy Jones, and now Lake Speed going into turn number 3. He makes that pass easily. Here comes Martin, who has is 10 laps down in 23rd spot. Jeff Gordon looking for his 5th NASCAR Winston Cup victory, but this, if he should win today, would be his first on a short track.
And his 3rd this year.
That's right, in only 6 races.
There's no doubt that the 24 car has been the dominant car of the early part of the NASCAR Winston Cup season.
Yep.
No doubt.
If he had luck his way, he could have conceivably won every event this year. He has led every event. There's Dale Jarrett running 4th.
He's staying about the same distance behind Rusty Wallace.
Meanwhile, he pulled away from the 4 car.
And here come Marlin and Waltrip.
I'll tell you what.
The jam up behind them.
That Musgrave, he's in the race for 5th spot right now. I mean, Musgrave. Schrader watching these guys go down in turn 3. That's Kenny Schrader. He had the misfortune of car landing on top of him. How many times can you say that? Yeah, really.
Now from 1st to 5th, it is a 7.3 second interval, but 1st to 2nd only 1.2.
7.3 is not quite a half a lap, but not far from being a half a lap.
Here goes Hamilton on the inside, just blows right by Ricky Rudd.
Hamilton has a great run going for Richard Petty and Pontiac here today. There's Darrell Waltrip in 6th position, a 12-time winner, and that's the next car that Bobby Hamilton has his eyes on. Back with more live coverage of the Food City 500 from Bristol, Tennessee, where Jeff Gordon is the leader. Well, Dale Earnhardt has battled back to now run 26th position. He is still 20 laps down. He has not gained a lap since he came back out on the racetrack.
No, but he has not lost one either.
Right.
But talking about that weight situation, I'll bet what we see missing from his race car wouldn't weigh, what, 15 pounds at the most?
I said 10. It'd probably be 10 or 15 pounds.
Here's Darrell Waltrip in 6th position. Just ahead is Sterling Marlin.
And look what's sneaking up there, that 43 car.
Bobby Hamilton is lurking.
He's 7th place right now. Ricky Rudd is still continuing to follow Hamilton. He's 8th.
Those are the only cars on the lead lap. 9th place Terry Labonte, a lap down.
29 car Steve Grissom, yesterday's winner of the Goodies 250 Busch Grand National race.
And that's Chuck Bound that they're going around to the high side of the racetrack. The pole sitter here last year.
Steve Grissom is a couple laps down. He was involved in that crash with Dick Trickle.
By the way, Bobby Hamilton's best career finish came in 1991 as 6th. So he is, what, within 1 position of equaling that at the moment. The highest running rookie is Robert Presley, who is 2 laps down in 11th position. And as you can see, Presley is currently 3rd in NASCAR Winston Cup rookie points. It's Randy LaJoie and Ricky Craven 1st and 2nd. Now here comes Mark Martin up to put another lap on him.
And Ricky Rudd was able to get back by Bobby Hamilton. Hamilton ran across the 29 car. Rudd saw the advantage, jumped on the inside, took the spot away.
Well, there's been some traffic in there that's just been atrocious for a number of cars.
Here's how Rudd passed Hamilton.
Well, Bobby went high following Steve Grissom, and that opened the door for Rudd down on the inside, and he took advantage of it.
Rudd. Also, we see Darrell Waltrip trying to chase down the 4 car.
Now Waltrip, has caught Sterling.
The 5th spot.
They've been in some heavy traffic. Rusty Wallace and Dale Jarrett went through it. Jarrett's still back there in a lot of it. And as a result, Sterling Marlin almost caught Jarrett at one time. He was over a straightaway ahead of him, but got caught up in that traffic. And boy, it don't take long.
Jimmy Spencer's between the 2 cars, but Darrell gets alongside Spencer. You know, if you're wondering about Jeff Gordon, the leader of the race, yeah, he's still leading. How close is Mark Martin? Not very close.
But Dr. Jerry Punch has a report on Jeff Gordon.
Guys, a moment ago, the facial expressions of the DuPont crew went from smiles to frowns because Jeff Gordon radioed Ray Abraham and said, hey, the car has started to miss. It's sputtering and missing. And they said, no, it's coming back. It's coming back. And then he called back and said, no, it's missing again. Now it's coming back. And apparently it has come back and has not missed now for the last 3 or 4 laps, but they are holding their breath here in the DuPont pit.
Well, they've got 56 more laps to hold it, and I'm not sure they can live that long.
But his lap speeds are still pretty good. He's still turning laps as faster than anyone out there. And he has a pretty good lead. In fact, he has a 4-second lead, just a fraction over 4 seconds over Mark Martin.
Boy, Jeff has a tremendous advantage when it comes to bonus points awarded this year. He has 40 bonus points accumulated. Dale Earnhardt second on that list with 25. Of course, you get bonus points for leading a race and leading the most. Now here's Waltrip. Well, actually, Marlon, Waltrip, Rudd, and Hamilton. All running right together on the racetrack beneath Lake Speed.
5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th.
As far as up front, it is a 4-second interval between Jeff Gordon and Mark Martin.
What's the matter? You think they had word for it?
Well, you're telling me this is
Okay.
Ned is, I must admit, though, as many years as he's been doing the stopwatches, almost an expert with that.
He's probably more official than the official.
Ken Schrader brings the Bud machine in.
Less than 50 laps to go.
They click off pretty fast when they're under green. And this really has been a relatively fast race. We have had 7 caution periods for 65 laps. The average speed of the race is 90.204. And Jeff Gordon's last lap was 109.1. Back after this.